Okay. So we'll go with the last application in this chapter. That is nothing but lift control. Okay, lift basically elevator controlling. What exactly we are trying to control in this elevator? Okay, what are our input parameters and what are our output parameters that we'll be discussing here. Okay. Now, when we talk about a fully automatic lift, what are the parameters which you think? Let us say that you want to design an elevator. Okay. What should be the parameters for that thing? Input parameters. You want to design a very sophisticated kind of elevator. So what you will be doing in that case? Weight will be one of the input, yes or no? So the basic requirement is that weight. If the weight crosses beyond a certain limit, what should happen? The lift should not move. Okay, because what will happen? It will create pressure on, or what can say, a large amount of current will be drawn on the motor, and there is a chance that the motor will get burnt. Okay, so in order to avoid that thing, it has to always check the weight. So weight can be one of the input. Anything else? Weight can be one of the input. Any other input? Yes. What should be the output, you tell me? Going up and down is not an output. Speed can be an output. But the most important thing is speed is constant. Yes or no? Whether it is moving up or down, speed is constant. That is nothing but variable frequency drives, what we call it in electrical engineering. So we are not going to go ahead in that part because it will be a complicated thing for you, because you need to understand what is frequency, what is drive, and all those things. So that input, or what you can say, that output we are not going to consider for you people. Any other simple output? Time. Time for what? Yes? No. Sorry? Yeah. Input to the motor. Okay, what we can consider here is, see, one of the input is nothing but weight. Fine. Second input is nothing but what we can consider. 1 minute. Before going to the input one, I'll write down. We'll consider first a simple system. One input, one output. Okay. So in this case, time. Time for what? But a fully automatic system requires time for what? Automatic opening and closing of the doors. Yes or no? So automatic time for open or close? Close. Closing of doors. Anything else apart from this, what you can think? Please listen properly. Anything else apart from this? One is weight. Another is what? What are the parameters which you can see? Think. This is the last application which we are going to discuss. So please think what exactly. Okay, when you go inside a lift, forget about all the things. Let us say that you want to design a sophisticated lift. What are the parameters which you will design or decide for? Okay, distance for floor. So, but what happens with the distance is, when we consider a distance, okay, distance remains constant. Every floor-wise distance will not change. But what exactly you are doing here? Again, you are controlling the speed only. Yes or no? Fine. Or else what we will do is, let us not complicate the system that every time you did not have two outputs, or one input and two output, or or two inputs and one output. We'll make the system very much simple. One input and one output. This can also one of the rule, right? Or what? One of the scenario. So depending upon the weight, it has to take the decision. what we do for electrical engineering students is we consider a second thing. Current to the motor. Okay. See, basically what happens is, everyone please listen properly. Lift which it is moving, okay, it moves always on a constant speed, irrespective of the weight. Yes or no? Agar, if let's say that it has to move from ground floor to second floor, whether there are no people inside or 10 people inside, maximum capacity, the speed and the time will be same. Yes or no? Fine. But if the speed has to be same, something has to change, right? Say, for example, I'll tell you one thing. I tell you to run 100 meters just normally in the corridor. From one end to another you have to run. Then I will give you 50 kgs. And then I will tell you to run at the same speed. What do you have to do? Is it possible or not, first of all? Yes, it is possible. The only thing what you have to do is you have to apply more amount of energy. Yes or no? So basically, current drawn depends upon the load. More current, more will be your, more load, more current will be drawn, but speed will remain constant. There is something called as VFD, okay? Variable frequency drive. So, basically an electrical engineering formula is N is equal to 120 F by P, where N is nothing but speed, F is the frequency, N is speed, these are the magnets. Poles are basically north pole, south pole, magnets. F is the frequency. You might have read that 50 hertz, 60 hertz frequency is there, right? 1 millihertz, 1 megahertz. So that is a frequency. What is the frequency? Sine wave. What does 50 hertz means? 50 such cycles will come in 1 second. What is 1 megahertz? Computer science people can tell me. So 10 raised to 6 cycles will come in 1 second. Okay, so that is the frequency. Now, N is what? Speed. So speed is directly proportional to frequency. Yes or no? What they do is, if the load is more, what they will do? They will increase the frequency. Standard frequency is 50 hertz. This is the standard. According to the Indian standards, 50 hertz is the standard frequency. Now, it has to move at a speed of 20 kilometers or 20 RPM, or let us say 500 RPM that motor has to rotate. 500 RPM under no load condition, speed, see, I will tell you one thing. Lift, up movement. Please listen properly, the scenario. We have an elevator, okay, and we want to control an elevator using a fuzzy logic. So what we are trying to do here is, our speed of the motor should always remain constant irrespective of the load. Whether one person is there, 0 persons are there, or 10 people are there. Maximum limit is 10, let us say. So that is what the weight we are talking about. So depending upon that thing, the weight irrespective of the load, weight should remain constant. Basically what happens is, for example, your example only if we consider, under no load condition means, if I have not given you any kind of load and then I have told you to run, you will run at a very high speed. But if I give you 20-30 kgs on your back and then I will tell you to run at the same speed, is it possible? It becomes a bit difficult. So you have to draw more amount of energy. So what they do is, under no load condition, what will happen? It will run very fast, right? You don't want that speed also. So what they say is, under no load condition, see, 50 hertz is the standard frequency. If 50 hertz is provided to the motor, it runs at 500 RPM. And that is the speed what you require from moving up and down. 500 RPM is the speed. Now let us say that this is number of people are 0. Okay. Regular movement of the lift. So no load condition, speed is 500 RPM. So because of that thing, the lift is moving very smoothly without any problem. Now there are 3 people standing in the lift. What will happen? Load will be there. Now it has to move from ground floor to first floor. what should happen? You are moving against the gravity, first of all. Gravity is acting in the downward direction, or what you can say, force is acting in the downward direction, and you are moving in the upward direction. But still, in that case, what happens is your speed should reduce. Yes or no? अगर मैं तुम लोगों के ऊपर 20 kg डाल देता हूँ, what will happen? Your speed will reduce. Yes. But still, I want to run at 500 RPM only. What I have to do? I have to increase the frequency from 50 Hertz to 60 Hertz. Because N is directly proportional to frequency. If frequency increases, speed increases. Frequency decreases, speed decreases. There is a complete algorithm, and what we can say, what we are talking is electrical is only equation. 99% is complete software and electronics there inside. Fine. So 60 Hertz, what has happened? Again 500 RPM. Fine. Yes or no? Now let us say that you have 10 people. You are moving from ground floor to first floor. Again, weight is very much high. In that case, what will happen? It cannot run at the same speed. So what it does is, it makes the frequency to 80 Hertz. So still, it remains at 500 RPM. It can be in the reverse way also. Now, this is only when we are going upstairs, up, huh? But let us say there are 10 people who are coming from first floor or third floor to ground floor. 10 people ka weight, let us say something around average weight is 80 kg. So 800 kg is the weight in the lift. 800 kgs along the direction of the gravity. What should happen? It should come very fast, right? So if you give the same 80 Hertz का frequency अगर उस time पे देते हो तो क्या हो जाएगा? It will come in such a fast way that it will come and collide. So what has to be done? So when the things are coming in the downward direction, you have to change the frequency. Speed will be more, so you have to reduce the speed there. So you have to go below 50 Hertz in that case. So that algorithm and calculations will be there. The entire thing will be calculated and put into a processor. So when it is moving from one floor to in the upward direction, a program will be run. When it is moving in the downward direction, another set of programs will be run, and thus the system will be controlled. I hope you have got the scenario now. Fine. Now let us discuss about the input and output parameters. Input parameter, weight, that is fixed. Output parameter, what we will do is frequency, will say. Okay. Frequency, and we'll consider only one simple condition. One input and one output we'll consider. Huh? Let us not make the things very much complicated. So what we are trying to do here is weight, and we are moving only in the upward direction, not both the directions. Huh? Both direction मतलब फिर से तुम्हें अलग. We have to take one more type of input, one more type of output. So let us consider the weight. Weight between 0 to 500 kg. Frequency between 20 Hertz to 80 Hertz. This is the frequency range. Clear everybody what we have done? Fine. So what we have to do is fuzzification. Fuzzy में क्या होगा? Low, medium, and then there will be high. Next frequency में again low, medium, and then there is a high frequency. So low frequency we will consider 20 to 50, 30 to 60, 50 to 80. Next, weight 0 to 200, 150 to 300, 250 to 500. Let us consider these inputs parameters. Now, everybody please listen. So these are nothing but the input and output parameters. So first thing what we have to do, we have to check whether normalization is required or not. It is not required, so we can go ahead with the next part. So fuzzification, you have to convert these values into fuzzy by choosing the triangular functions. Okay. Next, we have to go for our inference engine. Mamdani clipped inference engine has to be used. After that, rule base has to be decided. Now let us just discuss the rule base. How many rules will be there, first of all? How many rules will be there? Yes. How many rules? There will be three. How many inputs are there? Three inputs are there. So how many rules should be there? 9 कैसे होगा? One minute. Let us consider your way. 9. Low, medium, high. What is this like? Is there anything? Low, medium, high. Do we have such things? Do we have two inputs? No. So number of inputs become only 3. With respect to this thing, this is nothing but your output. So how many inputs are there? Rules. So how many rules will be there totally? There will be only 3 rules. So first rule, if the weight is low, we are moving only in the upward direction. Now, everybody please listen. Our condition is we are moving only in the upward direction. Weight is low. Frequency should be, weight is low. Frequency should be low. Weight is medium. Frequency should be medium. Weight is high. Frequency should be high. If you want to make the things complicated, what we have to do? Weight in the upward direction. Weight in the downward direction. Okay. So low, medium, high in that case. So let us not go ahead with that part. Please just formulate these things, solve the things, and please let me know. Just any difficulty? I hope you people have understood how to solve these problems. this one, right? See, this is what I had discussed right now. N is directly proportional to frequency. Okay. Now, if the load is less, okay, your frequency is 50 hertz initially. So low frequency is fine. No, 1 minute. Huh? 1 minute. 1 minute. Arre, 1 minute. There is a small correction. Huh? Thank you. I think. Arre, everybody, please listen. Our frequency band is low, medium, and high. 50 hertz is standard frequency wherein your speed is maintained constant. Yes or no? It is a standard benchmark. So, if the weight is low, speed is low. Speed will be what? Or sorry, if weight is low, frequency is low. Weight is low. If I consider frequency as low, speed will become what? Less. That means what will happen? Speed will be less. In that case, what will happen? Frequency will be in the domain of less than 50 hertz. Everybody please listen. It will be less than 50 hertz. If it is less than 50 hertz, what will happen? Will it rotate at 500 RPM? No. So in that case, we have to make it as medium. Got it? If weight is medium, that is in the range of 150 kgs to 300 kgs, frequency has to be what? Medium again. And if the weight is high, frequency has to be high. Correct. Clear everybody? Got clear the doubt? Yes.
Remaining cases we have low, medium, high.
1 minute. Yes.
Low, medium, high, low, medium, high.
Yes. There were two inputs. Remember, there were two inputs. Two input, each was divided into 3. So 3 3s are 9. So 3 here, 3 here. In this case, we have only one input with 3 variables. So 3 into 1 is 3. So that's why the number of rules are 3. And that's why this has come. See, input is 1. Okay. Only this is there. Or let us forget, you forget about this. Only this is there. Okay.
That is three section 1, 2, 3.
Output. So with respect to this, there is one output. So that is what. Two input, then there will be 9 rules. So that is what I told, right? In that case, what you have to take? Up motion and down motion. Both has to be considered. So that will be it. But it becomes a bit complicated for you people because you don't have any concept regarding this motors. Okay, that is the problem. But were you there for at least one application? Fine. So what you do is first you forget about all these things. You understood these two concepts now. You provide a fuzzification process for this part. Okay, convert this into triangular, and then increase and then remains constant. So same thing what you have done here. There were two inputs and one output. So now in this case it will be only one input and one output. And then consider one example, project over it, and then you get the final decodification. Clear? That is what you have to do. Normalization is when the value is excessively high or very small. For example, in terms of what we can say, micro, nano, very small values, right? Or else if it is very big. No, not required. 100, 200, 1000 tak nahi chahiye. Not required. If it is there in kilo, mega, in that case you go ahead. Or in terms of currency, $1 million or crores, lakhs में जब आएगा ना, तो number बड़ा हो जाएगा. So in order to reduce that thing, we scale it down. Consider one example. Okay, once you have done with that part, let us consider one example wherein we can say weight is something around 250 kgs. Consider weight as 250 kgs and then for that weight find out what is the frequency. Yes, got it, right? Take an example of weight as 250 kgs and then go ahead with it. Sorry? 50 to 500, right? So what you do is, one minute. What is the range we have considered? 250. So 250 means you start from here. Okay. So after a certain point, what we have to do is, it will remain safe. Above 500 kgs, it is all as high only. So what we will do is, let us consider till 450. And then there is a 500 one. So after this it should be 0. Huh? So till this, what we'll do is, we'll consider constant after this. And then you increase it. Okay. So you have civil engineering applications wherein fuzzy logic is used for structure analysis and design, for structure optimization and optimal design of structures. It is there. Then for management problems like construction scheduling of projects. Then then field of hydrology and water resource and engineering. Okay, for forecasting rainfall. That is what we had done in one of the problems, rainfall. Okay. Then traffic engineering for automatic control of traffic signal based on fuzzy logic. This was the thing which we did yesterday. Then reliability of structures for damage assistance in structure, you can say. Then metal structure for prediction, stages and creeps, what they are saying here. We don't have much idea regarding that, but you people will be having it. So you can just, what we have to do is just go on the Google and search for these things. Just check what is the input and what is the output. Rest of the things we can do, no problem. Okay. So that is what you can think, or else you can talk with any of your faculty and ask for any of the optimization techniques which are used for civil engineering. There we can apply our fuzzy logic, which can be a very good final year project also for you people. Okay. Okay. Any difficulty? Are you able to? Yes. 250, right? 0.8. Okay, fine. So medium means output has to be medium. So you have to consider medium. This is correct. What you have done. What is the range here? Medium का range 30 to 60 है. So 30 to 60, fine, correct. So 45 is the frequency. Now what has happened? 45 is coming. Medium का range कितना frequency का? 30 to 60 है क्या? I think fine. 20 to I think we should not have started from 20. 1 minute, huh? Small correction I will tell. Arey 1 minute, huh? Everybody please stop writing. Now what has happened here is, everybody, please listen. If the frequency goes below 50 hertz, speed will be reduced. Okay. If the frequency goes above 50 hertz, the speed will, or what we can say, there is a large amount of load. What we can. So what has happened here is we have taken a low frequency band of 20 to 50, which should not have been considered. I will just tell you one thing. It should start with something around 45 to 60, then 65, 60 to 80, just modify these things. Why it has to be modified, I will tell you. Let us consider in case of a medium. Fine. When you select, let us say 250 is the actual value which we have taken now. 250 kg is the weight. For 250 kg, which is the domain which has been selected at the output? Medium. Yes or no? Now, what was the range for medium earlier which we had taken? 30 to 60. But if the value comes less than 50 hertz, what will happen? Under load condition also, speed is very low, it will move very slowly. Okay, it will not take 500 RPM speed. So what has to be done is, our frequency has to be greater than 50 hertz only. Only under the weight 0 kg, 0 to some nominal weight, 15, 20 kg, 30 kg, 40 kg, till that part, the frequency is fine, 45 to 55 tak chalega. But as the weight increases, obviously the frequency has to be greater than 50 hertz. Okay, because under standard condition, 50 hertz speed is 500 RPM. If it is less than 50 hertz, what will happen with the speed? Tell me. Less than 500 RPM, right? What is our requirement? It has to be constant 500 RPM. So that's why the frequency has to be greater than 50 hertz. But to be overlapping nature, we consider it from 45. You do one thing. You change. Diagram will not change. Nothing will change. Only the range will change. Okay? Only the range will change. Change the range for that output. I think. What about the next class? When we are getting the next class? Next Wednesday is holiday. Yes. Thursday, one day we are getting. But I think that day elections are there. So, and Friday again there is a holiday. Saturday there is an internal. Fuzzy logic. So I think the third portion for fuzzy logic will be application. Huh? Only application. So out of that 4 applications which we have taught, 3 will be 100% asked. We cannot have any other option. But there is one more application in the book. 5 applications are there which we are not considered here. So out of that syllabus, whatever has been mentioned for application, unit number 4. So unit number 4 will be there for your third eye. How many people are attempting coming for third eye? Third eye people are there, right? So majority of you have nearly 24 to 25 average. Fine. Okay. Finish up with this thing. What is the answer you are getting? Frequency 70. Fine. Yes, what happened? So now 250 comes in the band of 250 is here. So in high the value is 0. In medium it is the value is there. You just project it here somewhere. You consider 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, whatever value you feel approximately, and that will be your. So that will be projected on your output domain. What is the output we are considering? Medium के लिए medium. So this portion will come into. तो यहाँ पे ये triangle draw कर दो and 0.8 अगर if you are considering 0.8 पे clip off कर दो. So alpha cut is 0.8 in that case, and only the lower triangle, that chopped triangle will come into picture. Got it? You are getting it? Or you can apply any method. Unless until they mention you the method of using a defuzzification technique, you can apply any method. But they have compulsory mentioned a method, then you have to go ahead with that one. I think with this we will be coming to the end of unit number 4 complete. So next week or after that, whenever we get a class, we'll be starting with unit number 5. Medium. No, according to rule you have to go. So if your input is medium, obviously the frequency is medium. So the rule that is getting executed is if the weight is medium, if W is M, then F is M. So this rule will be executed and M will come into picture. Now you project this thing. 250 is here. So you are projected on this thing. So this medium is this one. Okay. So this triangle will come into picture, wherein alpha cut is nothing but 0.8. So above 0.8 value will be chopped off. So only this portion will be coming to picture, wherein you have to apply. Assume. Everything you have to assume. So this portion will come into picture, and only for this portion you take it down and then apply defuzzification. Okay. Any method you have to apply. It need not be COG always. Arey, what is the answer you are getting? Huh? 70 approximately. 70 आ रहा है. ठीक है, fine, no problem. I hope you people are familiar with the applications now. Okay, so I think we'll stop here. Everybody please wind up fast. We'll finish off with these things, and next week or after that. See, everybody, I think we'll be getting the class after 20th of April only now. Because next week completely will not be getting any classes. In between we have one class, but I will not be expecting कि वो कितने लोग आएंगे उस दिन पे. Anyways, you people will be having a internal after that again. Okay, fine. So after that week, so I think after 20th, one more unit is left, 5th unit. That is not a bit, what we can say, it is completely different than what we had discussed till now. This was basically fuzzy logic. That is the advanced version of fuzzy logic. That is nothing but adaptive fuzzy. Okay. Basically what was happening with this system, I will tell you. Everybody please listen. Please listen. Now, let us say the frequency what you have got. Okay. The frequency what you have got is 70 Hertz. But by 70 Hertz, your speed is not 500 RPM, it is 520 RPM. Might be right? Yes or no? So first what you have to do? You have to do a lab setup. Everything has to be tested there. Then all the things have to be done, and then it has to be sent for commissioning. But there is something called as adaptive fuzzy. What is adaptive nature? Tell me. Suppose that you are staying in Belgaum. Fine. After 2 years, you have been sent to US. Okay. Or let us say Canada, where temperature is -40. Will you survive there? Why not? Let us not say for first day, second day, third day, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, you will survive, right? What is that? That is an adaptive nature of human being. Yes or no? So, similar technology is used here now. This is called as a closed loop system. Now, what we understood that, let us by saying that by 70 Hertz, my speed is 525 RPM. What was my requirement? 500 RPM. What is my actual answer? 525 RPM. What I have to do? What is the error now? where P, PI, PID type of controllers will come into picture now. The controllers which we had discussed, P, PI, PD, PID type of controller, what they will do is, they will find out the error. Now what is the error, tell me? 25 RPM का error है, 25 RPM positive error. It can be positive also, it can be negative also. Error can be in both the directions, positive as well as negative. Now it is positive error. If it is positive error, what does it mean? That the speed is getting comparatively more than the desired value. So closed loop system में क्या पता चल जाएगा कि error is plus 25. So for plus 25 error, what is the necessary change that has to be taken will be computed. Okay, and then see there is no rule for this thing कि बाबा हाँ ऐसा हुआ तो ये करना है. But computer, this is what we call as AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, which is incorporated in the system. What it does is it will automatically understand कि बाबा हाँ 25 का error है. 25 error को compensate करने के लिए what is the value that has to be changed. So approximately what it will do, it will change the frequency from 75 to 66. Let us say. Now 66 पे correct answer आएगा किसको पता है? Computer does not know this thing. What it will do again? Again a closed loop system will come. Feedback system. This is what we call as a feedback system. Again it will cross verify. Now what is happening? Your requirement is 500 RPM. By reducing the frequency, earlier 70 Hz पे कितना आ रहा था? 525 आ रहा था. Now what has happened? You have reduced the frequency. Now it is 510 RPM. So error has reduced from 25 to 10. Yes or no? Again it will check. So this will go into iterations unless and until that value comes within the tolerance band. Once it comes within the tolerance band, 1 RPM, 2 RPM, 3 RPM का जो tolerance रहेगा, difference, if it is within that band, it will be executed and that frequency will be set. Now, this entire thing happens online, dynamic system, what we say. So that's why your processor has to be very fast. For that reason, you should not load it excessively with unnecessary data, right? So that is the reason they do not put all the values there. Understood? Suppose that if I put 0.1 error है तो ये speed adjust करो, 0.2 error है ये speed adjust करो, 0.3 error है ये speed adjust करो. If I put all these things in database, obviously it will give you first iteration के बाद में answer आ जाएगा. But what is the space it requires? What is the, or what you can say, how many times it has to check the database, everything, take the value, feedback to the processor, get the output from the processor, give it to the actual motor, and then adjust the speed. So this is the process it has to take. So in order to do all these things, they go for adaptive mechanism. Adaptive mechanism is what? Depending upon the situation, it will take a action. Now this is not the only thing wherein they have been restricted. What all things they change is, they change the rules. Automatically the rules are changed. So what they understand is, if speed is medium, okay, if weight is medium, frequency was medium. But did we get the answer correct for that thing? No. So what it has to do? It has to change the rule. So automatically it will get the training data, and then it will understand that every time the error is this much only. It will automatically change the range, or what you can say, automatically change from medium to low. Let us say after doing this thing it has not worked. So second protocol it will take. Instead of changing the rule, what it will do, it will change the scale from 150 to 300 की जगह, or from 60 to 80 की जगह, what it will do, it will make 60 to 70, or instead of 60 it will make it 55 to 75. It can alter anything whatever it wants, but everything will be set, programmed properly. So that is what is called as adaptive nature. So this is what we will be studying. It is a complete theory, block diagram approach method. We are not going to go for any kind of coding or anything. It is entirely a block diagram approach and very scoring chapter. Okay, so I think I will be expecting many people. I want only 2 or 3 classes to finish off with the entire part. Okay, or else if you people are ready to come for 2 hours continuously, we can wind up everything within 2 hours. Okay, so let us see. Once your internals are over, after that week we'll finalize the thing, because I think before 25th or 26th we have to wind up everything. Yeah, again in the May first week or second week, first week end, we will be having the exams. 8th May I think there is an exam starting. So 8th May onwards. So before that I think you require some time preparation also. So we'll try to wind up everything before 26th. Okay, so thank you everyone. Okay, thank you. You can move. No problem. That cutting value is nothing but your alpha cut. So I hope you remember what is alpha cut, right? Alpha cut means any value above that value will be flipped off. Yes? For you people, 5 applications are there. I think I have to check it out in the syllabus copy. But if you want, I think that is what I told you. You discuss with your faculty member and come up with an application from your department. We can discuss it. But that will be out of the syllabus, not restricted to your exams. It's for your extra learning. And you can even try it for your MATLAB also. In MATLAB, there is a toolbox called Fuzzy Logic Toolbox, wherein whatever we are studying, right, same thing can be implemented and we can get the outputs also. Okay, I think once I will show you, in the last class I will show you the demonstration regarding how to use that Fuzzy Logic Toolbox. It will be very helpful for you people for your final year projects if you are going ahead with any optimization projects. Okay.